was.
It was quite a month.
I know, so much happened.
I know. Foxin got a new place.
I did.
Foxin got a new place. We went to Furnal. IMVU bought FA.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I heard about that.
Well, apparently they owned it for about 3 months, and it's only kind of now that they've really become.
Oh,
We are your overlords.
they've owned it for 3 months, and it's like now they announce it.
Yeah. I saw this weird thing on it.
That's kind of like, sticking it in and then asking for permission.
Oh, you sure you're okay with this? Dude, you're balls deep in me. Why are you asking me now? Just
make sure you're okay. I mean,
Can I get you some water? Maybe a snack?
the only thing that I've seen related to
eat my
it...
dick.
Like, I found myself personally, I'm not really affected by the whole IMVU thing, because I don't really care who owns FA, and, a lot of people will probably be up my ass for that one, but I don't care.
No,
I don't
think many people care. I actually haven't been using my FA, so this affects me in the very least.
I didn't know who owned FA in the first place. That was part of the questions from Win the Concierge Money at Furnal, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
I have no idea. Please,
Well, wait, if they
please
owned it-
give me money.
If they owned it for 3 months, then that means that question was technically incorrect.
I guess. But no one knew the answer to that question. So.
Yeah.
What was the question?
Oh, it was this big math question where it's like, take the number of letters in this and the number of letters in this, add how many years this has been going on, blah, 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 and what's your answer?
Oh shit! I could have gotten that.
No, it was like name the number of years, or name the number of letters in a site owned by Dragoneer.
Yeah. Name the number of letters in the website known by Dragoneer. Name the number of...
Oh wait, does that include .net or...
I don't know.
Or www, because nobody even types that anymore.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter at any rate. I can't remember. It's a bit of a moot point.
Yeah. But no, IMVU owns FA. Again, I don't really care. The only thing that I've really seen on it, like I said, like that was something that I was like, oh, I guess that kind of affects things, is apparently IMVU works a lot the way that Second Life does, where if you make user-generated content, it is user-generated content. Everything on IMVU, which basically the thing is that if you post your stuff on FA, that's basically saying that if someone uses it, you've put it in a public domain, that it is available. So
I don't think that's exactly correct.
Yeah,
because you still own your own content, especially because FA is used for commissions and buying and selling of so much shit.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm sure the Creative Commons has,
some defense for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, not to mention it's like your persona is your persona. It's very personal to some people, so
Yeah.
I don't think that they would do that. But of course, everyone's freaking the fuck out.
Yeah.
And everyone's all like, this is gonna kill FA and blah blah blah.
Well, if it kills FA, it'll finally kill FA.
And then we'll all go to Weasel.
I'm gonna say nothing's gonna kill FA. I honestly, out of my group of people that I watch, no one's leaving. So it's like,
Well, it's not only that. I mean,
whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you see, like, all the different fetishes in the furry fandom. If that hasn't killed FA by now, then nothing will.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway.
Yes, other topics. Foxin, your house.
My condo.
Yes, your condo.
It's a townhouse condo. I love it.
Yes.
You love it because you're not living with your mom anymore.
Actually, I am. I'm still living with my parents until I fix up the place.
Yeah.
Then I'm moving into the condo, which is
and
a
then
smart
it's
thing to do.
furry parties every day.
Hell,
Potta.
well, I don't know. Every other day.
Potta at Foxin's place.
Woo!
227 Winchester Ave.
Yeah, that's not where I live. But if you pay attention to us on Facebook, eventually there will be a party, and you're all invited.
Woo! You hear that? You're all
Might want to
invited.
be careful with a mass invite like that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I only have like 6 parking spaces, so carpool, carpool people.
Yes. So yes,
Tie
those
people
are
up on the roof
I guess those are the two more.
Why would we tie them on the roof?
of their cars.
Oh,
People only have so much space in their cars. You're gonna have people.
I thought you were
tied up-
talking about my roof.
No.
Like, I don't own my roof. It's a condo.
Why are there people tied up here? This is my basement.
I do. I have a basement.
So
And
anyway,
you're all welcome to it.
So that's the first couple of topics basically covered, because there's not a lot to them, really. I mean, it's unfortunate they don't directly affect us as much.
Yeah. I guess I could go into details. Like, I tore off all the trim and I bought some primer today.
Look at it this way. It has been hard to get
exciting.
Foxin here to film episodes for things.
Yes, and that's also why I wasn't at FE this year, was I was still closing the deal.
FE was actually a very good time.
I had a lot of fun. Yeah, back to segues. FE was actually really, really fun.
Yeah. We got to meet a couple of our fans. We did some guest episodes. They were a fun time. It sucks that Foxin couldn't be there, but...
It really does.
Yeah.
Oh, well, better 2 out of 3 than no one.
Yeah, I always feel bad. I feel bad because it started that me and Riffti are starting a lot of series now together where we've got Dog Island because you didn't want to play it, which is fine. There's a perfectly good reason.
You don't want to play it either.
I really don't. You can hear it when we're playing. I'm like, why? The worst part is it's like currently our most popular series, and I'm like, why?
Probably because of your disdain.
Probably. Maybe if I start liking it, people will stop watching and I can play something else.
We should just start. Should just start a sub series. Isaac has to sit through.
I'll just add it to the new animated intro. Isaac has to sit through.
He's just checking his watch. Come on, come on.
Come on. All I'm imagining now is that Family Guy scene with his shoulder angel stuck in traffic. Come on.
Either that or Isaac's like handcuffed.
It's like, no, let me go.
It's just his head tied to a chair.
You know, I found with FA though, it's a very different
FE.
crowd. FE, sorry. God damn, everything was an F. I found with FE, it's a very, very different crowd than, I mean, me and Riffti are very used to going to Condition, which is, I think it was a smaller knit group, so everyone was a little more chummy. We found when we went, everyone was kind of segregated into groups, and it was like, oh, where do you find a group? How do you advertise BrantFurred, other than giving stickers away to random people?
So many stickers.
Yes.
Like our video if you got a sticker from us.
That would be a whore.
Or our video anyway.
But here. The reason you like a video is because when you like a video, it tells your Facebook and it tells your Twitter. Because it tells those things. People you watch see the interesting things you watch. Therefore, they potentially watch it. And then you have something to talk about. That is the point of liking a video.
Is it? I thought you just did it because you like it.
Yeah, exactly.
But it tells other people that you like it.
I think you're the only one who goes in that far.
I'm unemployed now.
You mean
it's
like
so
all the
lonely.
way?
Balls deep.
I'm unemployed. I'm no longer at the job I hate, so now I'm doing the job I love, which is editing. So I've had to start a Patreon, so pay me.
Yeah, because I was going to say, it's the job you love, but also the job you're not getting paid for.
Yeah.
That's everyone's job they love.
You can support the show on Patreon by supporting me so that I can get paid to do this.
There'll be links at the end of the episode.
Actually, there'll be links in the middle of the episode because I've got that cool new video section.
Oh, that's in the middle of the episode?
Yeah.
You're trying to divert people away from us while they're listening to us?
Well, it's going to link to other videos from us, so relevant series at the time, or if we're talking about something specific, I can actually put like a bit of the video on rather than just kind of an annotation because I was getting bored of that.
Oh. Okay then.
Yeah. Oh, crap, where were we? I know we were
Different
talking about...
crowds.
Yes, very different crowds. Like, I think I got one Pokemon battle, which was good. Not a competitive Pokemon battle, unfortunately.
Oh, the Five Nights at Freddy's person?
Yeah. It was a good battle. It was a good battle. But I won with a Relicanth, which...
Doesn't matter.
Which you really can't.
I love my Relicanth.
Anyway.
But yeah, no, it was like a very much different crowd. Everyone... It was less chummy. Like, I felt like I should be going up and, like, saying hi to people and being that very outgoing person I learned to be at Condition. But...
You were conditioned to be outgoing.
It's just unfortunately not the crowd for it.
The thing is I find is at FE, you kind of have to already be familiar with people. Yeah. Like, you can run into Wellness or Evachu or whoever, and if you're already, like, you know of them, and you can get into conversation fairly easily. But new people, it's very difficult.
Yeah.
It's because it's big.
It is.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I'm kind of glad my first con was Condition over FE, just for the fact that I was able to make friends very, very easily, especially just coming into the convention scene, like, basically by myself, more or less.
Whereas my first furry con was FE, and my first actual con well, I should say actual cons because they're all actually cons.
Yeah.
But my first Comic-Con was Fan Expo, which is the largest in Canada.
Yeah.
So I'm used to the big con scene. I haven't been to a small con. Yeah. I should go to Condition.
Well,
except it's not a thing anymore.
It doesn't exist anymore.
That was the other bit with Condition versus FE, and
I'll have to make my own then.
And like I couldn't quite understand why, but just looking at the tweets from the Condition hosts and everything, like I know the con is no more, and apparently the last year just wasn't very good. But there was a lot of like FE hate.
Yeah, it came
stuff.
off as rather bitter.
And I was just like, well, okay, I guess. Like, I mean, I saw Frost there, and Frost was great, and I was like, oh, cool. Frost is working with the crew, and I kind of saw Fiery in passing. I was going to give her a sticker, but I didn't get the opportunity. But like, I saw them, and they had a great time. Frost was even the auctioneer, and I was like, oh, that's great. But then like the staff that wasn't there was very not nice, and it was just like, oh, well, okay.
I was like, oh, well, fuck you too.
And I'm like, I'm not going to go into specific detail because I don't want to call anyone out in particular, but it was very different considering that I knew a lot of the Condition staff firsthand. It was like, why are you being like this? Like,
especially because like, not that we're at the like level of con or anything, but as a podcast, we ran into the crew of the Vapecast, which is another I want to say they're furry, but they're another podcast.
They're a vape podcast.
They do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, they do a lot of things. But anyway, they're another podcast, and Wellness.
It's a perm.
Okay. Well, Wellness is one of our biggest fans, and he's a member of the Vapecast crew, and they were all like, hey, if you guys want to collaborate on something, we can totally get together. If you need any help, or if we need any help, or whatever, we're all totally like down for it. And
that sounds fun.
I'm imagining we'll play Call of Duty and none of us know how to play. It's like, we're trying.
I know how to play.
Oh, there we go.
You got beat by a 6-year-old.
I did get beat by
a
6-year-old.
Wow.
I got beat by a 60-year-old at local play, and he was screen looking at me the whole time, so...
I can just imagine that. Oh my god, you're so bad. Get shit on.
He's like, well, here, I know I'm terrible at the game, so I like to have fun. So I like to take the shotgun, which is like, hands down one of the worst guns, and he's just like, oh, you've got the shotgun flamethrower attachment, and I'm like, I can't get within range of my gun without dying instantly. This is just unfair.
Anyway,
that's why I go with assault rifle. They're perfect from any range.
They're drastically overpowered too, because we went to play Modern Warfare 3
Hold on a
and
sec.
I couldn't
Hold
make
on
it.
a sec. People want realism from the video games. You're shooting bullets at them. It really doesn't matter how many bullets you fire. All that matters is how many you hit. I'm pretty sure an assault rifle isn't overpowered. It's pretty much just perfectly powered.
Actually, it reminds me, like, speaking of bullets and whatnot, when you play Shadowrun tabletop game, if you have, like, enhanced reflexes or anything, you get additional actions per turn. And shooting a weapon at its maximum speed is an action. So you can do it more than the... Basically, you being faster means the gun can somehow shoot faster. It's fucking great. It's
wow.
Like, what are you doing? I'm firing this at full blast 3 times.
What was the fucking movie
amazing.
that said I can see faster?
Oh, shit, I know that.
Captain America, he can see faster.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I can see faster. Oh my god. But
The
anyway...
thing is, that's like 1950s, or actually 40s, that the era that they took place in. So that's the kind of comments they would make. Like if you read the old comic books, it's that kind of shit. Like Superman had a superpower where he could morph his face to look like someone else.
Yeah.
That shit just doesn't happen. I don't care how super strong you are.
Anyway.
The shit just doesn't happen.
With all things on the mind, I'm going to get you something. You guys keep talking.
Back to my original point. Oh, I think I still have potatoes in the oven. But back in the...
Let's play it. It's based on the 90s cartoon.
Cool.
Anyway, back to my case in point. It's the fact that we were very, supportive of each other in our endeavors.
Superman. Yes, we are very supportive.
Old comics.
As I
Pat my back.
And basically ignored you.
Yeah, both of you.
Yeah, no, I was doing something else.
Anyway, so just to see that level of animosity from someone who originally had who was working with a good con, just because some, things happened that were a little bit unfortunate, don't down on someone who's still working really hard to produce something that they're really passionate about.
The other bit that I
really hate when people bash my art.
The other bit
That's what we were talking about, right?
I kind of noticed with it as well is, and this was something that FE said was kind of in their opening ceremonies, was that Condition was their rival con. So maybe in plain...
Now it's a monopoly!
It really is for Ontario. There's only
One
FE
good con?
and Furnal.
Yeah, because what the fur's in Quebec, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I prefer to see the cons working together to just fill out the schedule so that there's more time for people to, spend and for us to be a community as furs. Rather than seeing them at each other's throats because of things. It's just, I don't know, maybe it's just a personal thing. But with, hatred in mind and whatnot, actually, this is an interesting thing that it's still grinding my gears to today. This is weeks after FE, or
2 weeks at least.
2 weeks after FE, plus the additional week for this to actually come out. But we were at Montana.
You're angry in the future.
I have future anger. But we were at Montana's post-con, and because everyone's just kind of starting to dial down, get together. Yeah, I know. But we went to Montana's for it, and we're just sitting there. It took us forever to get served, but it's understandable because there was con crowd coming in. And I don't know if she didn't know that we were parts of the con or whatever, but one of the waitresses went by, and we were seated on the opposite side of the barrier than most of the rest of the convention. I think just because we came in first.
Okay.
But she's walking by, and literally I get to hear the waitress say, "Fucking furries." And she's saying what to say, and I'm I didn't know what to say because we had just gotten our food, and I'm I don't do I call that out?
Well, if you'd just gotten your food, then yeah.
It wasn't from our waitress though, so it was it's not relevant to mine.
Well, if it's not from your waitress, then I hope you didn't leave a bad tip.
No. We tipped perfectly fine.
Good, but I mean. Yeah. If she's not your waitress, then and you already got your food, then there's really nothing holding you back from letting the fur fly.
They're not gonna spit in it.
Well, they'd be at your table and you'd be watching them do it. So,
but I mean that's the thing, and
that's when you leave a bad tip.
And we were there with Talis, and we were trying to brainstorm why, and I mean because hatred just doesn't make sense to me, and maybe I'm just naive.
The thing that it makes me really upset is the fact that it's you work in an area that is known for having conventions and trade shows and et cetera, et cetera. It can't be the weirdest things that you've seen. And why are you laying the hate on us on the last day of our little gathering when all we're trying to do is get together and have some fun?
Yeah. The extent of what we could basically figure out maybe is just because since the convention gets the discount, maybe it's lower tips or something, but I have no idea. And it irked me. Again, maybe just because I don't like hate, I'm very naive about it.
I wasn't there, so I don't have an opinion.
Well, you can have an opinion on what we're telling you.
That's true. Okay, opinion time, people.
Opinion time with Foxin. Do.
The opinion is, fuck them all.
This is the thing, is for the most part,
fuck bitches get money.
Word up.
So for the most part, I find with everything overall, most of the people I know, if they drastically dislike something, I try to figure out why. And normally there's a decent reason for it. I had one.
No, there isn't. Not normally. There's really no reason for it. It's just blind hatred over, things that they've read on the internet.
Well, the only one that I found that was actually viable for someone I knew who hated something for some reason was I had one girlfriend at a while back who was racist.
Don't be jealous.
Over a racist?
She was...
I had the thought in my head, and I leaned in right as he said racist, so I was no, I'm following through.
She was racist against African Americans, but it was because she had a bad experience. She was actually raped. So it was I get why.
Wouldn't it be African Canadians?
Oh, sorry.
You're splitting hairs here.
You're splitting hairs when...
We're all North Americans.
But, like, that to me is a viable reason why you can dislike something. You had a bad experience.
Yeah.
Do I necessarily agree that you should keep that mentality for everybody? No, but it's a reason.
Don't be all like, I hate black people because I was raped by a black person. Be all, I hate rapists because I was raped.
Post-traumatic stress is a terrible thing. But, like, for furries, I've yet to find someone who a furry has done something bad to them. I mean, for the most part, furries are very dramatic.
Yeah, like, really, if a furry is going to hurt someone, it's going to be another furry.
Yeah.
For the most part, yeah.
And they're going to get, like, super hurt about it.
Butt hurt, even.
Oh, butt hurt.
The internet will know.
They're going to bitch and moan like the first time they got a dick in their ass.
Yeah, we cannot keep our mouths shut, apparently, when something's, like, irking us.
Or our butts shut.
That's why we have a podcast to complain about things.
Indeed.
Suddenly it all fits together.
Just have, like, a clear moment, or where is it? Clarence moment?
What?
Is that, like...
It's that guy in the rave that's like... And then it's like where you have realizations.
Oh.
It's actually called Clarity Clarence.
Oh, I just thought it was like stoner thoughts.
But no, like I said...
No, that's 20 guy, I think it is, where he's like...
But no, like I give furries were dramatic. I mean, look at the IMVU taking FA, and you've got everyone trying to mass exodus, and the other half that just don't care. We are a very dramatic people, but it's probably because we spend most of our time on the internet, where everyone is a dramatic people.
My biggest shock when I heard IMVU bought FA was, FA is worth money?
What?
Say, what?
But yeah.
I wish BrantFurred could be worth money.
It will be. One day.
One day.
Don't wish it.
Hey, we have like 20 views on some of our episodes.
Of the Dog Island.
That is like 4 cents.
That's YouTube money right there.
Yeah, that is like 4 cents of money.
Yeah.
Right in our pockets.
It's probably not.
But if you pay us directly through Patreon, we can take ads off.
No, it's 4 cents, which we can't even like take out because we don't have pennies anymore.
Well, no, because if
wait, in that case it rounds up to 5.
Woohoo!
It's been mentioned...
Free money.
But no, it's been mentioned a lot. A lot of YouTube creators, the ad revenue is basically their only source of income. So while BrantFurred's kind of in this early stages, the income from it is minimal, but slightly necessary if we want to keep it running. If a different source of income can come in for BrantFurred, then they're not necessary, so I can just turn them off. Except for the Nintendo stuff, because they have the ad revenue anyway. So it's necessary on some of the Play stuff, but like the podcast could be ad-free.
I don't think anyone really cares.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
I just wait till the skip button comes on, and then I'm like, skip.
Dude, I'm trying to fill 7 more minutes of this episode. And we didn't set a timer.
You got a timer going on right there. It's like 23.
Yeah, I know my programming has timers, but it's not going to beep loudly.
Well, my phone's plugged into the wall because I don't charge things when they need to be charged.
But I mean, just with the extra time that I've had being unemployed for the moment, I've been able to take that and turn it into effort towards making BrantFurred better. I mean, if you're watching the podcast now, you saw the new animated opening. All of the new Play episodes are going to have the animated opening as well. Our guest episodes had kind of the preliminary version of it. And it's time that I get to spend to learn and improve this channel. And I put it on my Patreon. If you're willing to pay me enough, I'll edit your stuff because it's something I enjoy doing. And I'd like to keep that.
This is kind of turning into a big ad.
Well, speaking of big ads, I figure I might as well clear an idea.
Yes.
Live for the first time.
Uh-oh.
It's a proof of concept. That means that no one can steal it from this point on.
My idea is we play cheap, shitty games and then auction them off afterwards when we're done. You can have the very copy that we used in a Let's Play video.
Ooh.
And there'll be a stretch goal. If it sells for enough, I'll sign it.
We'll all sign it. That'll be $30.
That's viable, but
if it goes... Oh, I'm not even going to say it. Nope.
Well, I mean, if you want to talk about signed things, I've got a copy of the original Dragon Warrior from Sid, the PC Museum owner.
Oh yeah,
which I won.
I love that game. Have you played it yet?
My Nintendo sucks. Unfortunately, like I need to get the power cord replaced or the connector for the power cord. You know what I mean?
I don't have that game, but I've been playing my sister's version of that game.
Yeah,
she does have it. I'm up to level 9.
Nice.
That game is like near
Dragon Warrior
impossible to figure out what the fuck you're supposed to do.
It's like my first Dragon Warrior is Dragon Warrior 3 for the Game Boy Color, and the only reason I got anywhere in that game is because I somehow glitched it and got to level 95 instantly.
What the fuck?
I fought 3 magicians with my whole team, and I'm like, oh sweet, I got a level, and another level, and another level, and it just, like I had to sit there for like half an hour while one of my characters went to level 70 and the rest of them didn't get anything.
What the hell?
And I was like, okay, I have one really overpowered character now.
Everyone always ends up with one really overpowered character.
Not in a game where everyone gets the same experience.
Well, sure, they don't get experience if they're dead at the end of the battle.
But it was like the Pokemon Blue level 1 thing, where if you were level 1 and win a battle, you're level 100. Because the experience algorithm can't deal with a 1.
I was gonna say, when would you ever get a level 1?
You couldn't, because they knew this was a problem.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why there's no level 1 Pokemon in the game, because if there's level 1 that's level 1, or level 217 or something.
Oh, I got one at 256.
Yes. But, well, no, anything you get that's past level 100, as soon as it gets experience, it goes back to level 100. But there were parts of the algorithm...
I just never gave it experience.
There were parts of the algorithm that would screw up if you were certain levels. Another one is Psywave. If you were level 0, 1, or 256 or something with Psywave, it couldn't do Psywave. Psywave would start, and then the game would keep trying to calculate what your Psywave damage did. Because the Psywave algorithm, basically, if it gets 0, 1, or another number, it re-rolls it until it gets a viable answer for what the power of the move should be. And if your level, which is one of the bits it uses, is 1, no matter what answer it gets, it can't get an answer that works.
Huh.
So it'll keep re-rolling and the game will just stuck. The music will still play, so it's not a crash, but the game cannot figure out what the answer to your question is.
Anyway, going back to Foxin's proposal,
Yes.
What do you think?
About selling games?
Selling games that we played in Let's Play videos.
Only crappy ones.
Not the ones that we've already played. It would be new ones, and they would be specifically marked as you can buy this game afterwards.
Yes. We will have a shit showcase.
Yeah.
That sounds good. Shovelware.
It's. I love it. That just
seriously,
works.
we'll go down to Walmart, we'll go to the discount bin, find the 10 games no one's going to buy, we'll let's play them all, and then auction them to you guys for charity.
You know, 7
Charity.
of them are probably going to be like
Us.
Barbies.
Well, no. With charity stuff, 50% is us, 50% is charity. So we can literally give half of it to charity so that it's not you're just buying a discount bin game that we've played.
We'd have to sell it for pretty expensive then.
No, you don't.
Well, 1 to cover the cost of the game, 1
Who cares?
half for charity, and then a little bit just so that we can get rid of ads.
Yeah, but preferably we have other means of doing things as well.
That's true.
And we gotta get games anyway, so you might as well,
Yeah.
I like the half to charity.
I'll draw a little picture on a piece of paper and mail it with the game.
Well, depending on how high the auction cost gets, like I said, we can add things like we'll sign it or something stupid like that.
And I say my joke from before, which I said I wasn't going to say, but now I'm going to say is, if it gets over like $200, both Isaac and Foxin will fap on it.
No. No.
No, not at the same time.
Anyway, before we go off the deep end of things, because we'd rather save the deep end for the game we're about to play, because we got a new filming device. We're going to dive straight into N64 with Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Oh, and dibs, if we do fap on the game, I go first. Yeah.
Anyway, that's about all the time we have for this month's podcast. We hope to see you next month again before we dive off the deep end.
Oh, we've already been there for a while.
So I'll see y'all
We're
later.
drowning.
I have a permanent residence in the gutter.
See y'all later.
I thought you got a condo.
See y'all later.
It's on Grace.
See y'all later.
Bye.
See y'all later.
Foxin, zooming out.